So as you know, GoHighLevel recently released Ask AI, and currently there's a lot of YouTube video tutorials that are showing you how to use it, the stuff that you can type in, but most YouTube tutorials, they miss one important thing. How can you actually use Ask AI for your online business? So if you have an AI agency, maybe you're working with local businesses, or you're maybe creating ad creatives or something else, in this video, I will show you 8 useful use cases, plus how you can use Ask AI within your own sub account. So essentially, you're going to sign up to GoHighLevel anyway. Why not do it with my own link? You get extra 30-day free trial along with my private community access, free snapshots, and a full system for selling AI to local businesses. You will sign up to GoHighLevel either way. Why not sign up through someone that can actually teach you? And the best part, it costs you nothing extra. The link is down below. If you don't already have GoHighLevel sub account, you can sign up with our link below and you can get all the templates for selling AI smart websites to local businesses. But yeah, let's get right into the video. So as you can see, this is Ask AI right here. Now, what you want to do is you want to first enable it if you don't already have enabled it for your sub account. So you want to go to your agency view in your GoHighLevel, which is right here. You want to go to settings, and then you simply want to go to, you simply want to go to labs, and then from labs, you want to go to sub account and make sure to scroll until you see Ask AI. So in this case, this is going to be it. You want to activate the feature for your sub account right here. As you can see, you want to hit save. And then when you log in into your sub account, which right here you would be able to log in. For example, I have one here, and I would be able to go here to Ask AI, and I can simply go, and as you can see here, I have all the chats, previous chats that I had. And I can also show you now the 8 use cases, which is going to be kind of a longer video, but I just want to go through these use cases and show you exactly how powerful Ask AI really is, okay? So the first kind of feature right here, or the use case that you can do, is you can essentially scrape leads, okay? Not only scrape leads, but you can add these leads into your sub account, okay? So as you can see, I went in, I said scrape 100 dentists from Denver area. If you cannot find them, scrape within the 50-kilometer radius around Denver as well. Later, add them inside CRM in sub account. Make sure to add numbers and emails as well. And as you can see, it scraped all the dentists in the Denver area, as you can see right here. And it found 76 practices across Denver City, Aurora, Lakewood, all the other towns near the Denver area. And I basically went in, I approved, and it imported these dentists into a CRM. So how this looks is if I go right here, you can, by the way, click this one to go to your contacts, and then in the contacts, it actually added all these contacts. As you can see, I will show you right now in a second once it loads. So all of the contacts are here, and it also added them with a tag right here, dentist Denver area. So this is very powerful, especially if you want to scrape leads and you want to do it inside GoHighLevel. You want to find these particular local businesses. And it also gave me here, the answer why it didn't scrape 100. Web search surfaces publicly available business pages. Most dental offices don't publish email addresses and stuff like that. But as you can see, it pulled in 63 contacts that are verified inside our contacts, which is right here in our sub account. So this is, again, doing locally everything in the sub account. And as you can see, we got the practice name, the phone number, the city, the address. We also got the email and tags. And yeah, I mean, from here, we can also go and say, okay, can you now do this the same way for, restaurants, for, something else? And you would be able to do that for, any other niche pretty much, okay? So this is kind of the first use case that I really like, and I'm doing this for my own business. I'm using this for my own business, so it's a really useful feature. Second thing is that you can actually go and create conversational AI chatbot with the information from a specific website. So what I did is I said, build a conversational AI chatbot with the information from this website. And as you can see, I pasted the website right here. So this is actually the website. Let me actually go to that website here. So it's essentially a dentistry. And yeah, I basically went in, just build me a conversational AI chatbot around that. And as you can see here, it says, here's the plan to build AI chatbot. It basically scraped the website and build an entire AI chatbot for this particular business. As you can see, the knowledge base was also created right here. So typically you would need to do this manually, but now you have Ask AI to do this for you. And as you can see, it crawled the entire Pagosa Smiles website to train the knowledge base. It trained the knowledge base. I approved this manually. And as you can see, it went in here and it basically built the knowledge base, build the website, like the website, or crawl the website, not build one. But as you can see, it could not actually create a chatbot, but that's all good because we can still go and we can still go to our AI agents here. And when we go to our AI agents, we can simply go to voice AI, or in this case, conversation AI, agent list, and we can create a new bot here. And let's say we want to create a new bot right here. Let's say it's a general Q&A, and we simply want to go to, obviously, save this bot training. And then in the bot training, we can add the knowledge base here. And as you can see, we have this knowledge base right here that Ask AI created for us. So it cannot literally build you the conversation AI chatbot, but it can literally shorten the amount of time you need to actually go add the website to the knowledge base, create the knowledge base, and stuff like that. So it literally, saves you a lot of time, especially if you're building this, from scratch for a client or something like that. So another really useful use case. Now, another use case right here is use case for following up your leads. So I actually went in, I said, can you follow up via SMS to all my leads that need to be followed up? I kind of butchered that that question, but you get what I'm saying, right? So here I said, before I dive in, let me set up a plan and gather a couple of quick details. And it went in, it says, how should I identify leads that need follow-up? I said, by a specific tag, and then what SMS message should be sent to these leads? And then I obviously answered all of these questions. What is the exact tag name for the leads? I entered dentist, and then it went in, it basically showed me all the dentists that I need to follow up. And it says, here's what I found, at least 11 leads tagged dentist. The list may be longer, a few things to flag before we proceed. And then obviously, heads up on the first name. Contacts appear to be dental businesses rather than individual people, stuff like that. And then we basically went in, we said we want to approve this, and we sent all of the follow-up messages to these particular prospects. So you can do this again, with any prospects you have. Maybe you have some prospects that you haven't talked to in a while. You want to follow up them. You want to maybe add them to automation. You can also do that through Ask AI, which is really, really beneficial. And again, you can kind of see these use cases. You're saving time while making more with less time, essentially. So another really useful use case right here. Now let's go to this one. This one is actually quite interesting. Again, the same way I built conversation AI agent, I said, build me a voice agent specifically for this business. And I went in, I pasted the website here again. It fetched the data. Obviously, if you already have knowledge base, which I did have, but I wanted still for this agent or for Ask AI to create this agent based on my specific website from scratch. And it actually did that. As you can see, agent prompt, you're a page, a warm, professional virtual receptionist for Pagosa Smiles Dentistry. And as you can see, it scraped all the data. This is the prompt for the AI voice agent, and voice agent was created successfully. So as you can see, the voice agent has been successfully created. Now we want to also assign a phone number, add actions, set working hours, configure post-call notifications, test the agent. But if you go to the AI agents here, you would be able to see that this AI agent is actually here in the voice AI. And then we go to agent list. And as you can see, this is the one. And it's really crazy that we can right now create these agents, as you can see, like that. And by the way, if you see this is a new prompt-based builder. You can also enable this through labs, which is really cool. So again, this is something you can kind of go and how you can deploy AI voice agent with basically like one prompt. I said, build me a voice agent. It went in and it built me a voice agent. How crazy is that? I mean, that's pretty crazy. And keep in mind, most of these features that I'm talking to you about right now here, they're not yet that good, okay? So this is essentially not good, but it's still making like 99% of things that you're doing day to day for clients very easy, right? Very easy. So again, we have another one right here. This is, can you create me an invoice for $297? So I'm creating invoices for clients all the time, and this is usually a very manual work, right? A very manual job. So what I do is I said, okay, can you create me this? I went in, I entered the invoice, obviously the Gmail, what type of service this is. It's a subscription service. What currency, US dollar, and then when should the first invoice be sent? And then I just entered May 1st, and it went in and it created the invoice for this particular contact. And also it said that I don't have this contact. So this contact was a new contact. And I said, yes, update the contact. And as you can see right here, I can now click yes, update the invoice. And then it will create an invoice for me. Again, these invoices will be able, I would be able to go to the payments section here. And if I go to invoices here, if I go to, let's say invoices and estimates, right, it's right here. You would be able to see all the invoices. Right now, we don't have any invoices because we haven't actually updated the invoice here. So if you click update, this would be updated. And yeah, as you can see, it would go through the, essentially through the Ask AI. It would generate the invoice, and then the invoice would be, once we refresh this, it should be right here. But again, you still need, to wait a little bit, as you can see, for the recurring invoice setup. And again, like Ask AI is essentially Claude connected to GoHighLevel. So through the API, through their API, you can do a lot of different things. When I say API, I mean API key. So how this usually works is Ask AI is connected to GoHighLevel API key. API key gives access to the entire GoHighLevel, so Claude can pretty much do whatever you want here. Okay, so while this is being created, I also created another thing, which is a calendar. So you can create calendars. So for example, I created dentist service-based calendar. So just imagine this, maybe you're selling AI voice agents to your clients, let's say to dentists. You simply go to Ask AI, you say, build me a calendar for this dentist, build me automation for this dentist, build me an AI voice agent for the dentist based on their website. And you pretty much get everything on a silver platter, pretty much. And as you can see, it went here, it created a booking. Obviously, I need to go in, I need to customize a couple of things, but I mean, this is pretty much, very crazy what you get for this. So again, really useful. The calendar is live. It's ready to accept bookings. You can also add some things like logos as well. I think logos you cannot add, but you can add some other things as well. So another really useful use case. Now, I think this invoice is not yet created. So let me go back to the second one. So here, what I actually did is I said, create me a blog post, 5 ways to make money with GoHighLevel, and add it as a draft post for my blog post. So as you can see here, obviously I needed to set up the blog post. So before you actually do some of these things, you will need to set up some things like, in this case, blog post. And as you can see, the blog site was not found. So once it was found, you can actually go here and it will create you a draft blog post. Now in here, as you can see, I said, okay, create me sample blog site for me and post this draft. And as you can see, it said, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Unfortunately, creating a blog site is not something I'm able to do. So still some of the things you will need to do yourself. But as you can see, you can pretty much go and you can build a blog with this. So as you can see in this case, I said, add me as a blog post author, and it added me as a blog post author. Now, if I want, I can also say, okay, now that blog post that we're talking about, write it, create it, and then post it for me as a draft. And it will do that inside GoHighLevel. So very, very useful. Another really useful tool that you can pretty much do with Ask AI. Again, there are myriad of these like options and use cases you can do, but this is a really good use case. Next up is also like a really useful use case. I think this is the one actually. I said, generate me 5 different ad creatives for free teeth whitening. So not only can I create AI voice agents, and not only can I create the calendar, set up my client, I can also create ads for my client. And as you can see right here, I mean, these are the ads. You know, some of these ads obviously are very perfect to be, you know, an ad. You need to kind of, you know, make them more human. But I mean, for the starters, this is really good. Like, this is really good. Free teeth whitening. You can see the transformation here. This right here as well. I mean, it looks really, really cool. As you can see, this one as well. I mean, this is pretty cool. So you can also create these ad creatives, which is, I mean, it's really crazy that we can do this in GoHighLevel just with Ask AI. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So here, as you can see, it's still creating the, you know, the invoice. Now, what I gotta say is, like, some of these things you will need to wait a little bit time. So you will need to be patient for this to be created for you. But again, you're not spending your own energy. You are letting AI do the thing for you, okay? So we kind of went through all of these, right? So creating an invoices, creating ads, you know, creating blog posts right here, creating calendars for your clients, creating AI voice agents for your clients or for yourself based on your website, following up the leads. So you can follow up the leads with SMS. And you can also like tag the specific leads that you want to follow up based on the tag. We also created a conversational AI chatbot, obviously just the knowledge base, but then later we added that knowledge base to the chatbot. And then we also scraped data. I mean, we scraped leads, which usually you would need a third-party app for this, but you can do this right inside GoHighLevel, which is, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So as you can see right here, obviously here, the invoice schedule is currently in draft status. We also got the invoice, so we can go here and I think we can refresh. If you cannot see anything, you always go, you refresh, and then it should be somewhere here, obviously, but again, we need to still like connect, integrate the payment and stuff like that. I think we have it here actually, yeah, as you can see. So obviously it kind of missed the dollar sign. As I said, it's not perfect, so make sure to double check everything. Right here it says, yeah, as you can see, the amount here is correct, but then if we go here, it's not correct. However, again, this still beats pretty much any software out there. With Ask AI, you can get pretty much done everything for your client inside like a 1 hour, okay? So yeah, it's really useful. Again, for those of you who are kind of new to GoHighLevel, maybe you don't know what this is and how everything works, make sure to check out my link below. You can also upgrade with my link and you will get all the bonuses, as well as my private community where I'm helping other people sell AI receptionists to other local businesses. Okay, so again, this is pretty much it. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video.